Hi students, so welcome to the channel. So in this video we are going to discuss one more model paper of mathematics of Rgukt common entrance test. Right, so in this video we are going to discuss all the 50 bits of mathematics. Right, so if you are new to this channel, so please subscribe the channel and watch the video till the end. Right, so if you like the video, please share with your friends so that they can also view all these questions. Right, now let us start with the video. So question number 1. So if the denominator of 13 by 500 is expressed in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, then the value of m plus n is. So the value of m plus n he is asking, right? So question number 1. So what is the denominator? So denominator is 500. So how can you write this 500 as? So 5 into, so 100. So 100 I can write it as 2 square into 5 square. So already 5 is there. So 5 square into 5 is 5 cube. So clearly on comparing with this value, so the value of m is 3 and the value of n is 2. So from this sum of m plus n, so m plus n is equal to 3 plus 2, which is nothing but 5. So answer is option 5. Answer 5. Right, next moving on to question number 2. So what he has given, the value of log 9, so log of root 3 under root 3 under root 3 to the base 9 into log 0.01 to the base 10. Right, so here we are having two values. So one is this value and the other one is this. Right, so first of all what we are going to do is, so first we will be simplifying log of 0.01 to the base 10. So if you observe this value, so 0.01 means, so after decimal value how many digits are there? 2 digits. So this I can write as log of 10 power minus 2 to the base 10. So this becomes minus 2 by using power law. So using power rule, so this becomes minus 2 and log 10 base 10 is 1. So this value is minus 2. Next following, so you need to find out this value, right? So what is that? So square root of 3 into square root of 3 into square root of 3. So this I can write it as square root of, so this square root 3 is nothing but 3 power 1 by 2, 3 power 1 by 2 into 3 power 1. So which I can write as square root of 3 power 3 by 2. Right, so again since it is under square root, so again this I can write as 3 into 3 power 3 by 4. So 3 power 3 by 4 again I can write as, since it is power 1, so 3 by 4 plus 1 is 7 by 4, square root of 3 power 7 by 4. So when you take the square root, then this becomes 3 power 7 by 8. So this whole value is 3 power 7 by 8. Now moving on to this particular total term. So this I can write it as log of 3 power 7 by 8 to the base 3 square. Now using the power rule, so this can be written as 7 by 8 divided by 2 into log 3 to the base 3. So log 2 to the base 3 is nothing but, so this becomes 7 by 8 2s are 16 into log 3 base 3 is 1. Now finally on simplifying this, so what is the final answer? So therefore, so this whole value is nothing but minus 2 into 7 by 16. So which gives me minus 7 by 8. Minus 7 by 8. So answer is option A. Now here, so if you observe this, so what we got here, 7 by 8. So this we can simply remember. So how many square roots are here? So we have 3 square roots, right? So simply, so this I can write as 3 power 2 power n minus 1 by 2 power n. So here n represents the number of square roots. Since the number of square roots are 3, so directly I can write as 3 power 2 cube minus 1 by 2 cube. So 2 cube minus 1 is 7 by 8. So what, that is the value what I got here. So you can simply remember this formula. Okay, so basing on the number of square roots, so you are going to have this. Right, next question number 3. If p is a prime number, then root p is an irrational number. So clearly, so whenever p is prime number, so prime number does not have factors other than the number and 1, right? So here square root of p means, so it doesn't have the same factors, hence it is always an irrational number. So it is always true. Next, if A belongs to rational numbers, Q means rational numbers, and B is an odd natural number, then A plus root B is irrational. So when can you say that A plus root B is irrational? So it is possible only since A is rational, right? So A is rational. If root B also becomes rational, then we can say sum of these two is a rational number. So when this root B becomes a rational number, when B is a perfect square, right? So when B is a perfect square, we can say that it is a rational number. But what he has given, so B is an odd natural number, that's it. So it did not give any perfect square. So clearly statement 2, we cannot say that it is always true. So if this particular word is given, so if B is a perfect square, then we can say that it is true. So only 1 is the answer. Next, moving on to option, so question number 4. So which of the following is an example for empty set? So empty set means it should not contain any element, right? So here set A, if you observe, x belongs to natural numbers and 2 less than x less than 5. So between 2 and 5, so we are having 3, 4 are the natural numbers. So lying between 2 and 5. The same way here, x belongs to natural numbers and between 1 and 4. So between 1 and 4 we are having 2, 3. And the same way, so x belongs to whole numbers. So between 1 and 3, so we have 0, 1, 2. So 3 elements are present. So clearly option A, option B and option C are non-empty sets. So clearly next, x belongs to natural numbers and in natural number between 2 and 3. So there won't be any natural number between 2 and 3, hence it is an empty set. Next, n of A minus B is equal to 5, n of A intersection B is equal to 2. So if you are having such type of questions, so make use of Venn diagrams. So just we make use of Venn diagrams. So how to do it? So this is set A, this is set B, right? And what he has given, number of elements in A minus B. So A minus B means only A part. So that means this part. So this part contains how many elements? So this part contains 5 elements. Next, what he has given, n of A intersection B. So A intersection B means this one, right? So the common part is containing how many elements? 2 elements. Now what did he ask? N of A. So number of elements present in set A. So total number of elements present in set A is nothing but 7. Right. Next, moving on to one more question. So A subset to B. A subset to B means every element of A is present in B. Every element of A is present in B. So when you take the difference, so what will happen? So every element of A is present in B, no? So those all will get cancelled. So will there be any elements present in A? So there won't be any elements. So that means this is nothing but R, which is nothing but 5. So option is 5. If A subset to B, that means every element of A is present in B. That means which set is bigger one? So set B is bigger one, right? So when set B is bigger one, so when you consider union, so the bigger set will be my answer, right? So which is nothing but P. Next, A union mu. So whenever you are considering union, so which one is bigger set? Mu is my bigger set. So from that what we can say? So S is my answer. If B is subset to A, so B subset to means every element of B is present in A. So based on this, which one is bigger set? A is my bigger set. So A union B gives me A. So what is the answer? RPSQ. So RPSQ means option 1. Next, so from the given, the shaded portion represents. So here if you observe, so this whole thing is shaded, right? So it gives me the value of B. So how that value of B is coming? So A intersection B is equal to B. So clearly B is the bigger set. So A is a subset of B. That means, so when you take intersection, you should get A here. So hence it is not the option. A minus B is equal to B. So A minus B is equal to B. But what do we know? So since A is subset, A minus B is 5. But he has given answer as B. Hence this is also not correct. Next, A union B is equal to B. So A union B is equal to B is nothing but my answer. Next, A intersection B is equal to A. So if this option has to satisfy, then what should be considered? So it should be measured like this. So then only we can say option D. But here it is not the option. So clearly option C is my answer. Next, moving on to one more question. In a division, if divisor is x plus 1, quotient is x, remainder is 4, then dividend is equal to. So already we know the formula. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So what is divisor here? So x plus 1 into x plus remainder is 4. So when I multiply this, so x into x plus 1 plus 4. Option C is my answer. Next, if a is less than 0 in ax square plus bx plus c. So when you consider ax square plus bx plus c, then this particular, so a and b, so these two are nothing but my options. Okay, when ax square plus bx plus c is given, then my graphs would look this way or this way. But what he has given, a less than 0. So a less than 0 means, so it will be facing downwards. So option B is my answer. Then, so this option is for a greater than 0. So here only we are going to learn everything, right? So if a is greater than 0, then then option A will come. So since a is less than 0, this option will come, right? Next, so this is possible when the given equation is of the form ay square plus by plus c. So these two particular C and D options are possible when ay square plus by plus c are given, right? So in this also, if a is greater than 0, this option will come. If a is less than 0, then this option will come, right? So you need to remember all these four. So this is for a less than 0. Okay. Next, the degree of the polynomial root over, so root x plus 1 whole square plus root x minus 1 whole square. So here root x is only for this particular x, right? Then what will happen? So if I take whole square, then I can write it as x square, root x whole square plus 1 square plus 2 into root x into 1 plus the same way root x whole square plus 1 minus 2 into root x. So minus 2 root x plus 2 root x gets cancelled. So here root x whole square is x. So you will be getting 2x plus 2. So 2x plus 2 means, so here x power is 1. Hence it is a linear polynomial. So for suppose if this root is for whole thing, then also it will be a linear polynomial, right? Next, moving on to one more question. So let alpha beta be the zeros of x square minus 4x minus 1. Then what is the value of log of alpha plus beta to the base 2? So if you observe this, so what is the given polynomial? X square minus 4x minus 1. So for this polynomial, alpha beta are the zeros. So clearly sum of zeros is given by alpha plus beta is equal to minus of minus 4 by 1. So which is nothing but plus 4. Now what did he ask? So log of alpha plus beta to the base 2. Now this 4 I can write as 2 square. So this becomes log 2 square to the base 2. So using power rule, so the answer is 2. Next, moving on to question number 12. So what did he ask? A quadratic polynomial whose 0 is minus 2 is. So one of the 0 is minus 2 is. Then what will happen? So directly option verification if you do, so you are going to get option C. So what is that? So minus 2 whole square minus 3 into minus 2 minus 10. So this gives me 4 plus 6 minus 10, which is equal to 0. So minus 2 is nothing but a 0 of x square minus 3x minus 10. Next, question number 13. So what he has given, the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 38 degrees. Now what he has given? Supplementary angles, and the larger of two angles exceeds the smaller. So already we know larger will be more than the smaller, right? Now whenever you consider supplementary angles, you consider the supplementary angles as 180 minus x and x degrees. So consider the angles as 180 minus x and x, so that their sum will be 180 degrees. Now what he has given, larger is 38 degrees more than the smaller one. So from this what I can say simply, so this is larger one, 180 minus x. So from this if I subtract the smaller one, then the difference will be equal to 38 degrees. So from this clearly what I am going to get, so 180 degrees minus 2x is equal to 38 degrees. So most of the students, they will cancel these two, but is not the situation. So from this if I transpose 2x to the other side, so this becomes 180 minus 38 is equal to 2x. So 180 minus 30 is 150. So 142 is equal to 2x. So from this clearly x is equal to 71 degrees. So what did he ask? So 71 degrees. So this is nothing but the option Delhi. Next, moving on to question number 14. So question number 14, if you observe what he has given, so it has infinitely many solutions. So infinitely many solutions means, so what is the condition that you need to apply? It should be coincident lines. So that means A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. So using this condition, so what I am going to get, 9 by 6 is equal to 5k by 3. So I am using A1 by A2 is equal to C1 by C2. So from this what I am going to get, so this is 3 times, this is 2 times. On doing cross multiplication, so k is equal to 3 3s are 9 by 5 2s are 10. So the value of k is 9 by 10. Next, 15th one. So what did he ask? So x plus y comma x minus y. So this is one ordered pair and it is equal to 5 comma 1. So when two ordered pairs are given, then their corresponding first coordinate will be equal to the first one and the second will be equal to the second one. Right? Now from this clearly what I can say, so x plus y is equal to 5, x minus y is equal to 1. So on adding these two, what I am going to get, 2x is equal to 6, x is equal to 3. So if x is equal to 3, so clearly y is equal to 2. So x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. If I substitute the values, so what I am going to get, so 2 3s are 6 minus 3 2s are 6. So the value I am going to get is 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So from this, if you observe 2x minus 3y, so if I multiply this 2x minus 3y with 3, then I am going to get this option. And when I multiply with so 2x minus 3y with 4, I am going to get this option. So both A and B are correct. So by looking at this, we can directly say the answer. But actually we need to know the values of x and y, so that other than this question, if anything is asked, then we can easily answer it, right? Next, moving on to question number 16. So what he has given, so x is equal to root over 6 plus root over 6 plus and so on, right? Now if I consider this value as x, then simply what I can say, so if we remove one particular square root of 6 from infinity, so there won't be any change, right? So directly, since x is equal to root 6 plus root 6 plus root 6 plus and so on, so from here onwards, so this is also root 6 plus and so on. So directly what I can do, so I can write it as root over 6 plus x. So directly on taking square, what I am going to get, x square is equal to 6 plus x. So x square minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. So from this, using the formula method, so what I am going to get, 1 plus or minus square root of 1 plus 24, because minus so minus b, so b square minus 4ac, no, so b square is minus 1 whole square 1, 4ac is nothing but, so minus 4 into 1 into minus 6 by 2a. So 2 times of 1 is 2, right? So this becomes, so 1 plus or minus 5 by 2. So from this what I am going to get, x is equal to, so 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 by 2 is 3, 1 minus 5 minus 4 by 2 is minus 2. Since this is a square root, so square root value is always positive, so x is equal to 3 is my answer. So option C is my answer, right? Next, moving on to question number 17. So what he has given, so question number 17, so px square plus qx plus r has alpha beta are the roots, then what is the value of alpha square by beta plus beta square by alpha? So clearly what I can write, alpha plus beta is equal to minus q by p, alpha into beta is equal to r by p, right? Now what did he ask? So alpha square by beta plus beta square by alpha. So this value I need to find it out. On taking LCM, I am going to get alpha into beta in the denominator, and in the numerator I can write it as alpha cube plus beta cube. Now already we know alpha cube plus beta cube can be written as alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 times of alpha beta into alpha plus beta whole divided by alpha beta. Now when I substitute the values, so alpha plus beta is nothing but minus q by b. So when I substitute the value, this becomes minus q cube by p cube minus 3 times of alpha beta is nothing but r by p into alpha plus beta is minus q by p. whole divided by, so alpha beta is r by p. Now clearly, so here since in the denominator I am having p cube, so for that what I am going to do, I am going to multiply with p and divide with p, so that I am going to get p cube in the denominator. So from this what I can write, so minus of minus, so this becomes plus, so 3pqr, so 3pqr minus q cube divided by p cube into, so this r by p, if I take it to numerator, it becomes p by r. So from this, so this p cube in p, it cancels p square times. So what is the answer? So answer is 3pqr minus q cube by p square r. So what is the answer? 3pqr minus q cube by p square r. So there is no such option in the given question, but answer is this. So what is this answer? So 3pqr minus q cube by p square r, right? So this is nothing but my answer. So if you want, you can change this. So here if I keep 3pr minus q cube by p square r, so this p square I can write here, so this is p square r. So this is nothing but, if I want, I can write like this. Next, moving on to one more question. So question number 18. So if x square minus 2mx plus 8m minus 15 has equal roots. So equal roots means, so delta is equal to 0, that means b square is equal to 4 times of ac. Now when I substitute the values, so b is nothing but minus 2m, which gives me 4m square is equal to 4 times of a is 1, c is 8m minus 15. Now on both sides I can cancel out m. So from this what I am going to get, m square minus 8m plus 15 is equal to 0. So from this m is equal to, since 15 factors are 5 3, so clearly it is satisfying. So m is equal to 5 or 3. So clearly m is equal to 5 or 3. So statement 1 is correct. Next, moving on to statement 2. So the discriminant of the equation 3x square minus 2x plus 1 by 3 is equal to 0 is 0. So we need to check the discriminant. So what you are going to get, delta is equal to, so minus 2 whole square is 4 minus 4 into a into c. So 3 gets cancelled, 4 minus 4 is 0. So it is correct. So both 1 and 2 are correct. So both 1 and 2 are true. Next, moving on to question number 19. So what he has given, 18x y minus 3 are in AP. So that means 2 times of the middle number. So 2 times of x is equal to sum of the other two numbers. So 18 plus y minus 3. So from this what I am going to get, so 2x is equal to 18 minus 3 is 15. So 15 plus y. So 15 plus y, right? So from this I got 2x is equal to 15 plus y. But what did he ask? X plus y value. Now one more thing. So we know that common difference is equal. So from this what I can say, 18 minus x is equal to, sorry, not 18 minus x, so it is x minus 18. So x minus 18 is equal to y minus 3 minus x. So from this what I am going to get, I am going to get the same thing. So what I have got here. Now from this single equation, so from this single equation we can't find out the value which contains two variables. So if I want, I can write the value of 2x minus y is equal to 15. So 2x minus y value is 15. So if this is 2x minus y, then I can say that the answer is 15, right? Next, moving on to one more question. So in a GP 2 root 2 4, which term should be equal to 64? Now if I take question number 20, so what he has given, 2 root 2 4 and so on 64. So what is the term number of 64? So if you observe, a is equal to 2, common ratio r is equal to 2 root 2 by 2, so which gives me root 2. Now what is he asking? What is the term 64? So what is nth term formula? A into r power n minus 1. So from that clearly nth term 64 is equal to a into r. So r is root 2 whole power n minus 1. Now this I can write it as, so 64 I can write as 2 power 6. So 2 power 6 is equal to 2 into this I can write as 2 power n minus 1 by 2. So this is power 1. So based on this, so what I can write it as, so 2 power 1 plus n minus 1 by 2. So when I take LCM, 2 ones are 2. So 2 minus 1 is plus 1. So this I can write as n plus 1 by 2. So 2 power 6 is equal to 2 power n plus 1 by 2. Since bases are equal, so clearly I can equate the exponents. So n plus 1 by 2 is equal to 6. So when I do cross multiplication, this becomes 12. So from this clearly n is equal to 11. So 11th term is 64. So answer is option Bombay. Next, moving on to question number 21. So nth term, so an is equal to 7 minus 2n. Then what is he asking? He is asking you to find the common difference. So to find the common difference, what I should do? So I need to find out any two consecutive terms. So first of all, finding a1. So a1 means, so 7 minus 2 into 1, 5. So a2 is nothing but 7 minus 2 2s are 4. So 7 minus 4. So what is 7 minus 4? 3. Now common difference is nothing but 3 minus 5. So 3 minus 5 is nothing but minus 2. So clearly D is equal to minus 2. Right, the common difference is minus 2. So if you observe the question, so here the coefficient of n, so the coefficient of n is nothing but my common difference. So just remember, if my an is of the form a plus bn, then the coefficient of n is nothing but my common difference. So just remember, the same way if you are having sum of n terms, so which is of the form an square plus bn, then we can say that 2 times of n square coefficient. So 2 times of n square coefficient will be my common difference. Okay, just remember this. So then what is the answer? D is equal to minus 2. Next, moving on to one more question. So what he has given? So he has given a right angled triangle. So this point is x comma 0 and this point is 0 comma 10. Now he is asking you to find, so he has given the area of triangle is equal to 60 square units. So since this is a right angle triangle, so directly half into base into height is nothing but my area. So here base is nothing but this distance. So this distance is given as, so x coordinate is given as x. So half into x into y coordinate is nothing but 10. So this height is 10. So half into x into 10 is equal to 60 he has given. So in 10 table this goes 6 times. So on doing cross multiplication, x is equal to 12. Next, the length of the median from A to BC in triangle ABC, where, so to find out this, so what we need to do? So we need to draw the figure. So A is minus 1 comma 1, B is minus 1 comma 3, C 5 comma 1. Now what is asking? Length of median from A to BC. So A onto BC. So if for suppose this point is D, now this D is nothing but, so median means what? It divides the opposite side into two equal parts. So from this clearly, what is D? D is nothing but midpoint of these 2 points. So 5 minus 1 4, 4 by 2 is 2, 3 plus 1 4, 2. So from this what I can say? I need to find out this length of median. So length of median is nothing but, by applying distance formula we are going to get it. So AD is equal to, so 2 minus of minus 1 plus, so 2 plus 1, 3 square is 9, plus 2 minus 1 is 1. So answer is root 10. Next, 2 endpoints of a diameter are given. So diameter means nothing but which is, so longest chord which passes through the center. Now what he has given? So 3 comma 2 is one of the endpoint and 5 comma minus 4 is one more endpoint. Then what is the center? So center means average of these 2 points. So 3 plus 5 8 by 2 4 comma 2 minus 4 is minus 2 by 2 1. So 4 comma minus 1 is my answer. Next, distance between these 2 points. So distance between those 2 points is nothing but given by square root of difference of x coordinates whole square plus difference of y coordinates whole square. So from this what I am going to get? A square cos square theta plus a square sin square theta. So from this, if I take a square common and if it come out of square root, it becomes mod a into square root of cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So from this what is the answer? Mod a. So mod a is nothing but option C. Next, moving on to one more question. So in this triangle, so this length is 3 centimeters and this length is 5 centimeters. This total length is 8 centimeters. Now what is he asking? area of triangle ADE. So this is D and this is point E. Now what is he asking? Area of triangle ADE by area of triangle ABC. If you observe these two triangles, ADE triangle and ABC triangle, these two triangles are similar. So when two triangles are similar, then their areas. So area 1 by area 2, I can write it as, since I know the length of sides, so side 1 of first triangle by side 1 of second triangle whole square. So which is given as side of first triangle is 3 by side of second triangle. Second triangle means this big triangle. So which is nothing but 8. So 3 by 8 whole square. So which gives me 3 square is 9 by 8 square is 64. So answer is 9 is to 64. Next in triangle ABC. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Angle A is equal to 50 degrees. So if angle A is equal to 50 degrees, angle P is also equal to 50 degrees. So if angle P is equal to 50, since we know sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degrees, if one angle is 50, then sum of remaining two angles is 130 degrees. So option C is my answer. Next, so this is a famous problem, so in our textbook. So if you are having two right angle triangles such that the bottom of this is observing the top and the bottom, and from the foot we are observing this top, and they both meet at this particular point, then we need to find this height. So this is nothing but CD. So clearly we can remember the result. So 1 by, so this height H is equal to 1 by AB plus 1 by PQ. So 1 by H is equal to 1 by AB plus 1 by PQ. So from this 1 by H is equal to 1 by 5 plus 1 by 4. So when I take LCM, so this becomes 29. So from this H is equal to 20 by 9. So simply remember this. So 1 by H is equal to, so this middle one is, so reciprocal of the middle one is equal to sum of reciprocals of remaining two heights. So answer is 20 by 9. Next, the length of hypotenuse of isosceles triangle whose one side is 4 root 2 centimeters. So what is asking? So length of hypotenuse. So isosceles triangle whose one side is given. So if one side is 4 root 2, the other side is also 4 root 2. So if two sides are 4 root 2 and 4 root 2, then what we can say? Hypotenuse is equal to square root of side square plus side square. So from this clearly what I can write? So 4 root 2 whole square is 16 to 32. So 4 root 2 whole square. So 16 to 32. So 32 plus 32, 64. So square root of 64 is 8. So answer is 8 centimeters. Next, moving on to one more question. So here LM is parallel to AB. So if LM is parallel to AB, directly what we can do? We can apply Thales theorem, right? So by applying Thales theorem, so how can we consider? AL by AC. AL by AC. So AL is nothing but x minus 3 by AC is 2x is equal to BM by BC. So directly we can take BM by BC. So x minus 2 by 2x plus 3. So when I do cross multiplication, what I am going to get? 2x into x, 2x square. So 2x into minus 3, minus 6x. 3 into x plus 3x minus 9 is equal to 2x square. 2x into minus 2 is minus 4x. So from this clearly plus 2x square gets cancelled. This becomes minus 3x minus 9 is equal to minus 4x. So when I transpose this minus 9 and minus 4x to this side, so this becomes x. So x is equal to 9. So answer is x is equal to 9. Next, moving on to next question. Angle AOB. So this angle is 120 degrees. So if this angle is 120 degrees, then this is 60 degrees, because at the point of contact the tangent makes 60, so 90 degrees angle with the radius. So what did he ask? APO. So where is APO? So APO is nothing but this particular angle. So if you want this particular angle, then it is half of that 60. Hence the answer is 30 degrees. Next, moving on to one more question. The area of the largest square that can be inscribed inside a circle of radius 7 centimeters. Okay. Now observing this question, so what he has given? So area of largest square that can be inscribed in a circle. So if you consider a circle, so inside a circle I need to inscribe a square, so with the largest side. So if I want to have a circle with the, so square with the largest side, that means the diagonal of the square should be equal to the diameter of the circle. What is the condition? Diagonal should be equal to diameter. So diagonal is equal to diameter. Simply remember this. Okay. Now from this what I can say? What is diagonal of square? So root 2a is equal to 2 times of r. So here already r we know. So 2 7s are 14 is equal to root 2 times of a. So a is equal to 14 by root 2. So 14 I can write as 7 into. So this I can write as 7 root 2. Now what did he ask? Area of largest square, no? So area of square is nothing but 7 square. Sorry, a square. So a square is nothing but 7 root 2 whole square. So 7 root 2 whole square means 49 into 2. So 49 2s are 98 centimeters square. So answer is 98 centimeters square. Next, moving on to question number 33. If the radii of two concentric circles is 6 centimeters and 10 centimeters, then the length of the chord of the large circle which is touches the smaller one. So already we know the formula. So 2 times of root over capital R square minus small r square. So remember this. So if you want, you can see this complete video in the quick revision of secants and tangents to a circle, right? So 2 into square root of r square minus r square. So what is bigger circle? 10 square minus 6 square. So 10 square is 100, 6 square is 36. So clearly this gives me root over 64, which is nothing but 2 into 8. So this gives me 16 centimeters. So answer is 16 centimeters. Next, if a sphere and a cube have equal surfaces. So what is question number 34? Sphere and cube. So equal surfaces means, so surface area of sphere is equal to surface area of cube. So what is surface area of cube? 6a square. Now from this, then the ratio of their volumes. So what is he asking? Volume of sphere by volume of cube is equal to. So what is volume of sphere? 4/3 pi r cube divided by, so volume of cube is a cube. So from this clearly 4 pi r square. So in this 4 pi r cube I can have 4 pi r square, no? So 4 pi r square I can write it as 6a square into, here one more r is there, by 3a cube. Right. Now since I am having two variables here, so this a square in a cube, it cancels a times again. So from this I need to eliminate any one of the variable, right? So from that what I can say? So from this, if I take a square by, sorry, here we are having r by a, no? So I am going to consider r square by a square. So that will be better. So r square by a square is equal to 6 by 4 pi. So when I transpose that square, then r by a is equal to square root of 6 by 4 pi. So this goes 3 times, this goes 2 times. Now from this what I can write? So again 3 is there, no? 3 in 6, it goes 2 times. So 2 into, here r by a. So r by a I can write it as square root of 3 by 2 pi. So square root of 3 by 2 pi. So this I can write it as, so if I take 2 inside, then how can I write it as? So 2 becomes 4. So 3 4s are 12 by 2 pi. So this 2 in 12, it goes 6 times. So final answer is root 6 is to root pi. So answer is root 6 is to root pi. So answer is root 6 is to root pi. So one of the important questions. Okay. Next, moving on to question number 35. LSA of cylinder. So lateral surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r h. Total surface area of cone pi r into r plus l or l plus r. CSA of cone is pi r l. Next, TSA of cylinder 2 pi r into r plus h. So SRQP is my answer. So where is SRQP? Option C. Next, the radius of the base and height of right circular cone is 24 and 7. Then the slant height is. So what he has given? Radius of base. So r is equal to 7 centimeters and height is equal to 24 centimeters. Now already we know slant height formula. So L is equal to root over h square plus r square. So clearly this becomes 24 square plus 7 square. So 7, 24, 25 is nothing but my Pythagorean triplet, right? So this becomes 25 square, which gives me 25. So answer is 25. So option Bombay is my answer. Next, 37. So what he has given? The radii of two cylinders are in the ratio 2:3. That means R1 by R2 is equal to 2/3. Next, if their heights are in the ratio 5:3, so H1 by H2 is equal to 5/3. Then the ratio of their lateral surfaces area. So lateral surface area 1 by lateral surface area 2. So LSS are nothing but given by 2 pi R1 H1 by 2 pi R2 H2. So here 2 pi I can cancel out. R1 by R2 is nothing but 2/3 into H1 by H2 is 5/3. So this becomes 10/9. So 10/9 is nothing but 10:9. In triangle ABC, angle C is equal to 90 degrees. So tan A is equal to 1 by root 3. So tan A is equal to 1 by root 3 means A is equal to 30 degrees. So if A is equal to 30 degrees, automatically B will be equal to 60 degrees. So from this, sin 60 is equal to, so what is sin 60 value? Root 3/2. Next, moving on to one more question. So if secant theta is equal to 3k, tan theta is equal to 3/k, then k square minus 1 by k square. So secant theta is equal to how much given? 3k. Tan theta is equal to 3/k. So if I square it on both sides, so this becomes secant square theta is equal to 9k square. Tan square theta is equal to 9/k square. So if I subtract it, so secant square theta minus tan square theta, I know that it is equal to 1. So this becomes 9k square minus 9/k square. If I take 9 common in the numerator, then if I transpose, it becomes 1/9 is equal to k square minus 1/k square. So answer is 1/9. Next, moving on to next question. Secant theta minus cos theta is equal to 0. So that means what he has given? Secant theta is equal to cos theta. Now this secant theta I can write it as 1 by cos theta. So from this, cos square theta is equal to 1. So when cos square theta is equal to 1, when theta is equal to 0. So when theta is equal to 0, that means sin 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. So 0 plus 1 gives me 1. Right. Next, moving on to one more question. What he has given? Square root of 1 minus sin theta by square root of 1 plus sin theta. So when you are having irrational number in the denominator, so simply what I can do? So I can multiply with its conjugate. Right, by multiplying with its conjugate, so 1 plus sin theta's conjugate is 1 minus sin theta. So 1 minus sin theta, square root of 1 minus sin theta. So when I multiply, so since numerators both are 1 minus sin theta, so this I can write as square root of 1 minus sin theta whole square divided by this I can write as 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta. This I can write as 1 minus sin square theta. Here the square and root I can cancel it out. Then in the numerator I am going to have 1 minus sin theta by, in the denominator if you observe, so 1 minus sin square theta I can write as square root of cos square theta. So square and root if I cancel it out, then finally I am going to get, so 1 minus sin theta by cos theta. So when I split this, I can write as 1 minus 1 by cos theta minus sin theta by cos theta. Now from this what I can do? So I can write as secant theta minus tan theta. So answer is secant theta minus tan theta. Next, question number 42. So there is a ladder of 20 meters long. So whenever you get a ladder problem, so you need to draw the diagram. So it is at a height of 10 meters and the length of the ladder is 20 meters. Now what is the angle made by the ladder with the horizontal? So this is my horizontal. So from that what we can say? I know opposite, I know hypotenuse. So clearly sin theta. So sin theta is equal to 10 by 20, which is nothing but 1 by 2. So in sin, when will you get 1 by 2? So when theta is equal to 30 degrees. So theta is equal to 30 degrees is my answer. Next, moving on to one more question. So length of the shadow of 12 meter height pole. So h is 12 meters. Length of shadow is 4 root 3. So d is equal to 4 root 3. And is asking to find out the angle of elevation. So angle of elevation means tan theta. So tan theta is nothing but h by d. So h by d means, so h is 12, d is 4 root 3. So in 4 table this goes 3 times, root 3 in 3 it goes root 3 times. So this is nothing but tan theta. So tan theta is equal to root 3. It is possible that theta is equal to 60 degrees. Right. Next, moving on to one more question. So what he has given? in the triangle, in the given figure, if AB is equal to CD is equal to 10 root 3, AB is equal to CD is equal to 10 root 3. So these two heights are 10 root 3 meters. Then what is the distance of BD? So this distance we need to find it out, right? So from that what we can say simply, so first of all we will be considering ABM triangle. So in triangle ABM, so what I can say, tan 30 is equal to 10 root 3 by BM. So what is the value of tan 30? Tan 30 is nothing but 1 by root 3. So when I do cross multiplication, so what I am going to get, so this denominator 10 root 3 will be multiplied with that, so which gives me 10 3s are 30. So BM is equal to 30. Next, coming to triangle MCD. So triangle MCD, tan 60. So tan 60 is nothing but root 3. Root 3 is equal to opposite by adjacent by DM. So from this root 3 gets cancelled one time. So from this clearly DM is equal to 10. So finally what I need to find, so BD. So BD is nothing but sum of these two values only. No, 30 plus 10 is 40. So answer is 40. So degrees won't be. So since this is distance, so there won't be degrees here, right? Next, moving on to one more question. The probability of an event is P of E. Then P of E is greater than or equal to 0. Is this statement correct? So it is false. Next, statement true. Probability of any event lies in between 0 and 1. So it is correct. Next, probability of E is less than or equal to 0. So this statement is wrong. Next, P of E is less than or equal to 1. So less than or equal to 1 means, so you can consider this, right? But less than or equal to 1 means, so it will go beyond 0. So that's why we should not consider this also. So it is limiting here. So what is the answer? So only option 2 is my answer, right? Now you observe this particular question 45. So here you are given with 4 options. Again in the options you are given with 4 options. So be careful while answering this question, right? A number x is selected at random from these numbers. The probability that x lies between -3 and +3. So -3 and +3, and that too between. So between means we should not consider -3 and +3. So then the numbers are from -2 to +2. So totally how many numbers? 5 numbers out of. So by adding these two also, so totally 5 plus 4 9. So 5 by 9 is my answer, right? Next, moving on to one more question. So probability of getting 53 Mondays in a leap year. So already we know leap year means 366 days, which is equal to 52 weeks plus 2 odd days. So this 52 weeks gives me 52 Mondays, and if I want 53 Mondays, that means these 2 odd days also should be Mondays. So how many such Mondays will come? Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, right? So there are 2 possibilities out of 7 possibilities. So 2 by 7 is my answer. Next, a mean of 12 observations is 15. So from that what I can say, sum of those values is nothing but 12 into 15. So which is nothing but 180. Now an observation 4 is deleted. So from this 4 is deleted. So what I am going to get? 176. So this is new sum, right? So after deleting, new sum is 176. Now how many observations are here? So new mean. So new mean of 11 observations. So since one observation is removed, so we will be having 11 observations. So mean of 11 observations is given by 176 by 11. So 11 ones are 11. Next 66 is remained. So 11 6 are 66. So answer is 16. Next, to find most popular TV program being watched, then it is considered median. So it is wrong, because so mode is nothing but most frequently repeated data, hence statement 1 is wrong. Next, median is not affected by extreme values. So extreme values, so median is not affected, right? So this is correct. So which is affected? So mean gets affected much, right? Then which statement is correct? So which statement is correct? Only statement 2 is correct. Next, the mean of the values of sin 0, sin 30, cos 60, tan 45. So what is sin 0 degrees? 0. Sin 30 degrees 1 by 2. Cos 60 degrees is also 1 by 2. Tan 45 is 1. So what is the mean? So mean means we need to take the average of this. So average of this means half plus half 1, 1 plus 1 2. So 2 divided by how much? how many terms totally? 4. So 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. So answer is 1 by 2, right? So these are nothing but the 50 different questions. So that was given by Mr. R.A. Ganapati Rao, SPSM CHS Vijayawada, right? So this paper was prepared by him, right? So next, so thank you for watching the video and all the best for the exam. So prepare well and write well, so don't get tensed, right? So have a happy exam. So thank you for watching the video and stay connected with the channel.